Hi guys, today I'm here with my Sephora VIB sale recommendations. Whether you are shopping the sale or not, these are some of the products that I've absolutely been loving lately, and none of these should really come as a surprise to you. There are some makeup items along with skincare. I tried to pick 10 items. I think I ended up with 12 or 13 to let you know, and I never repeat, or I try not to repeat options from VIB recommendation video to the next. So I will list my playlist down below if you're curious. For the most part, all of those recommendations still stand. If you're curious about this eye look, I did use the Urban Decay Born to Run palette, which I did recommend that before. It is a recommendation again, but I will have a tutorial listed down below where I did a look like this when the palette first launched. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started. Oh, sorry. Before I get into it, don't forget, if you have not signed up for Ebates, to sign up for Ebates. I will have a link down below. I think it gives you $5 and me $5 or something like that. But either way, you get a percentage back. And although it's like 1 or 2%, like, why wouldn't you? I mean, hello. And then of course, throughout the year, you can also use Ebates to get percentages back. And I have like the little widget on my computer so it reminds me, because there's nothing worse than forgetting to use your Ebates if you are a current user. So anyways, let's go ahead and get into it. So let's start off with some complexion products. Right now, I think I'm actually, let me flip my mirror here. Yeah, I am super glowy. I'm wearing a bunch of like glowy products, and then I just tried this out for the first time. It's new from Dior, the Air Flash Radiance Mist for medium to dark skin tones. I was a little scared of this because I was afraid it was gonna be like a dark color, but I tested it out on my arm first, and I think it added like a nice glow, but I think I have too much glow. But all I'm doing is filming this video, so it's okay if I get super oily. Anyways, the first product that I want to mention is a primer, and I did a favorite primers for combo oily skin video about a week ago now. Tons of Sephora recommendations in there. I like all of those. I could have recommended any of those here, but I did want to pick this one out just because it's what I've been reaching for the most. It is the Ole Henriksen Truth Banana Bright Face Primer. So this has vitamin C, it has banana powder, and I really like this as a primer. I also kind of mixed it into my foundation today. I feel like you could use this as a really natural highlighter, and I've just used it on its own as kind of like a product to add a little bit of glow. So I think it is a really, really versatile product. That's why I wanted to recommend it here today. And I have also been loving and recommend, but I didn't include it in this video, the vitamin C line. So I've been loving the cream, the eye cream, and the serum from this line, if you are curious, because I have been testing that out and loving it. But I decided I wasn't going to mention it, even though I just did now. But anyways, really been loving this primer. The complexion product or foundation slash tinted moisturizer that I'm wearing right now is the NARS Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer. And again, I reviewed this about a week and a half ago now, so if you'd like to see application, wear test, flash photo test, that is all listed down below. A few of you actually went and picked it up just based on my number of Instagram selfies that I've been wearing with this and after my review, so let me know if you have since tried it. If you do have really oily skin type, it may not be the best for you. I'm kind of in a combo place right now, but it just is so gorgeous on the skin, so buildable. I find it to be to have good wear time. I love the coverage that it gives. I feel like it gives more coverage than what it kind of claims it gives. You can go super light on it as well, and it's just a really beautiful product. In that video, I did mention how you're getting 1.9 fluid ounces in here, so high-end product, but tons and tons of product in here. For example, the Maybelline powder foundation, that has 6 grams of product, and it could cost anywhere upwards of like $15 to $16 here in Canada, maybe even more. And I'm pretty sure the MAC powder foundation has, what is in that? Maybe 15 grams. Like, there was a ton of product in there, and that's like, what, 35 bucks? So the MAC ends up being like almost a better deal, which is really interesting. So keep your eyes on those kind of products if you are sensitive to price. Sometimes going high end might actually be better. Not necessarily the case in this, but it is kind of a bonus that you're getting so much product in here. But I'll leave it up to the review to tell you about the rest of this. And then I have also been loving this from Clinique. It is the Sun Kissed Face Gelée. I mentioned this in my spring tutorial, so I'll link that down below if you want to see it in action. Today I actually used it with my fingers, and it was kind of by accident. This is kind of a translucent gelée bronzer product. So I was just kind of placing it on my head or my forehead, and I kind of like rubbed it in, and I was like, oh, I can totally use this, use my fingers with this. I will say, if you see here on my hand, it does dry quite quickly, so work quickly with the product. Use a brush, use a sponge, use your fingers. I have, again, mixed this into foundations to add a little bronziness. I've mixed it into a tinted moisturizer, into a moisturizer to add just a hint of bronze. It's not gonna make it I guess would make it technically a tinted moisturizer, but it's not going to add any coverage because it's more or less sheer. It does only come in one shade, but selfishly it is a shade that works for my skin tone, so I've got to say I really like it. I do find it's a great kind of multitasking bronzing product, especially moving into the summer, and I've never heard anybody mention it, so I definitely recommend you give it a try. Speaking of bronzing products, I wanted to recommend this beauty from Fenty. I did use this in a recent Get Ready With Me. Well, actually, that's why I partially wanted to update you as well, is I didn't use this shade. I used another one of the shades. I can't remember which one it was, but I have been reaching for Caramel Cutie the most, and I really like this. It's a great warm toned bronzer, but it's not too orangey, it's not too pigmented, it's really blendable, and like, it's Fenty, you know? Like, you just want to support it, you want to love it. But at the end of the day, it is a great product, Fenty or not. And I wanted to mention this. I was actually going to tweet it, and I've never tweeted it, but they have new ads out for these bronzers. They're great, the Facebook or kind of YouTube pre-roll ads, but the concealer pre-roll ads that they were running, the song in that, I like looked forward to that ad and I miss it. I'm like, is this a real song? Like, it's a jam. I've never ever loved a commercial as much as I loved that one. Like, I was like, yes, it's on. I love this song, and I would let it play through, and I was just like, wow, this is a jam. Only Fenty. But anyways, really enjoying the bronzer. Charlotte Tilbury is a brand that has really impressed me over the past 6-7 months, and I know a lot of you have started to kind of dabble in the brand, because I know I kind of felt this way too, was that the brand never had products for me in terms of my skin tone, and that's really not the case. I think they could definitely cater to deeper skin tones and do a better job there. There's still a few gaps, but a lot of the products that I've tried have been really gorgeous, and the one that I have loved the most is the Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. So, in speaking of amounts of product, this has 8 grams of product, so technically actually more than the Maybelline, but run through it so quickly. Partially I used this non-stop, but partially you're not getting a ton of product in here, and it's really finely milled, so I've hit pan on this baby. So I used shade 3 to set my face. That's what I used today, and then I think this was sent to me in PR, and then I picked up around my birthday shade number 2 to use under my eyes, and I love this as a setting powder under my eyes, and I've already made a dent in it. My complaint is that it's a little bit soft and you run through it quickly, so like I would never travel with this product, but I do really love it. I think even if you have dry skin, you may like this because it's not a super matte dry powder. If you have oily skin, it's not gonna like lock things in place if you have a good setting spray perhaps, but I just love that it gives a really natural finish, especially if you're using a really matte foundation and you don't necessarily want to put on a really matte powder, but you do need to powder. This is a great option, or technically if you want to risk it, it could be a good touch-up powder, but I don't think you should put this in your purse because it costs a pretty penny, and just the thought of opening up your purse and having this breaking in there is heartbreaking. So I would keep this on the vanity. I only did a quick scan of my own YouTube channel to see if I'd mentioned this in the last, because there was 2 VIB sales last year, but then they also did that appreciation sale. And I took a quick look, and I don't think I mentioned this in here. I think it might have come after. If I did already mention it, here I am again. I still love it. I cannot stop using it. If I'm wearing blush, 9 times out of 10, this is what it is. So unless it's like for YouTube and I really want to mix it up, I'm wearing most of these products today. Everything else that I'm wearing is always listed down below. But this is the Primer Infused Blush, the Wanderlust blush from Buxom. First of all, love the packaging. I love that it's simple. I love that you can see through. It's clear and plastic, but it still feels sturdy. The blush in Mykonos, this is my favorite shade. I've tried the others and I really like those too, but Mykonos, if you like a peachy blush like me, my friends, remember my favorite blush videos when everyone was just making fun of me for talking about like 12 peachy blushes? This is one of my favorites. Blush can be one of those products that kind of fades off of your face first of any product. So first of all, my recommendation would be perhaps to use a setting spray, or to also just go for a little bit of a deeper blush if you know it's going to fade. But something like this I find to be more long wearing, and I'm pretty sure the Balm Swiss Dot blush has been discontinued. I don't have confirmation on that, but this has totally replaced it for me. They sent me this, and then I went to a Raptors game with Buxom like a month or 2 ago, and they gave me a bunch more products, and I've given away basically everything, but I held on to this blush because I'm like, that's going in the backup drawer. So also let me know if you'd like a backup video, because there's some products that I've purchased backups of, or I've been sent doubles of, that I end up holding on to because they're things that I love so much. So I think that'd be a good idea for a video. But anyways, you tell me. Love this blush, and if you do look at it, It does have like a little bit of shimmer in there, but I don't find it translates on the cheeks. It's long wearing, it's a beautiful pop of color, and although it looks a little bit bright, I find it to be wearable with any type of look and super versatile. Definitely a travel product for me too. I haven't stopped using this Benefit roller liner. I definitely need to try the Too Faced one. I haven't tried that one. I've seen great things, but I love this. I don't think it's waterproof. I don't have many issues with like my eyes watering or liners moving around or anything like that, but it's really easy to use. And as somebody who is not good at eyeliner, I'm always looking for something that's easy to use, that comes with a nice point, that's black, it's not too shiny. I don't think it's completely matte. It's at the very least a semi-matte. No, it says it's matte, right? Does it? No. Yeah, true matte liquid liner. Let me put it on my hand. It's not shiny enough that I don't like it, and again, this is one of those products that since I've gotten it, I pretty much haven't worn any other liner, so that to me is a big deal if I'm replacing my other liners. Really, really black, and yeah, it comes in a brown too. I wore the brown in another video, which I will link to down below. Really like the brown as well. I haven't worn a brown eyeliner in a very long time, like as a wing, and I really like that. I thought it was a great shade of brown, but let me just, God, I just put these Kiss nails on today. I haven't worn the long ones in a while. I've been wearing the shorter ones, and okay. Anyways, I'm gonna let this dry down, but let's move on to the next product. On my lips today is a combo of these two lip crushed, what are they called? Crushed lip colors from Bobbi Brown. Love these. These are such a good product for the summer. Super comfortable, so juicy. I'm wearing a combo of two shades today. My favorite combo is Juicy Date and Peach and Quiet. They're great on their own as well, but just such a beautiful lip product. They're kind of pillowy and cushiony, a little bit glossy. The deeper shades you can kind of wear a little bit more like a stain, but they definitely don't have crazy long wearing power, but that's kind of not what they are. They're definitely kind of more of a gel cream lipstick, if that makes sense, but really, really kind of versatile. Again, like a lot of these products I'm mentioning, you can put on just a little bit, you can put on more, make it super juicy. As it wears down, it kind of mattifies, but just wears away really nicely. If you want to put on a lip liner with it, you can. I did swatch all of these on my Instagram, so whether you have an account or not, my account is open, so you can always click through to see my lip swatches and whatnot, but really, really beautiful range of shades. If the nudes aren't for you, there's reds, there's berries, there's a gorgeous chocolatey shade. Really, really impressed with these, and I love the applicator on them as well. So this is a product that I've mentioned a few times, but I don't know. I'm gonna shake it here. I don't know. I just wanted to give it another shout out. The beautiful like Fix Plus thing is gone, but this is the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus in Gold Light, and I really love this. I think all of the body oils and body glitters and stuff coming out are really gorgeous, but are we actually going to wear it very often is my question. You know what I mean? Like, I have the new Fenty ones, they're gorgeous, I have worn them, but this is the kind of thing that I find myself reaching for more often in the daytime, even in the nighttime. I have traveled with this again, and the reason that I like it is because it's not oily. I'm not worried about putting this on and you know, removing clothing or putting on clothing and having their, you know, getting bronzy or glitter on it. It's really lightweight. It is like that MAC Fix Plus. Like, it's basically what everybody was doing on Instagram and Pinterest. MAC was like, cool, we see you and we're gonna make a product of that, so you're just gonna buy it. Because a lot of people were taking Fix Plus and adding loose pigments to it. So there's no intense glitter in it. Like, even if you, I am wearing it right now, but I put it on like hours ago for another video. But even if you are wearing this during the day, like, you could totally wear this like to a corporate office and no one's really even gonna notice. Like, to, you know what I mean? Like, not in a bad way, no one's gonna notice, because like, what's the point of wearing it? But you know what I mean? Like, if you wore a really intense body glitter or something super bronzy, you might be able to see, but this just adds a nice shimmer as opposed to a glitter, I guess is what I'm getting at. And there's no base in there that's adding any color to your skin. So I really like this. It comes in the pink as well, and it's just such a slight shimmer. And again, this is a product I never hear anybody mentioning, and I use it all the time. And again, it has that great mist that you get on the Fix Plus, so it just distributes the product really nicely. And yeah, I really like this a lot, and really gonna be good moving into summer, I think. Yeah, I don't know, I'll stop talking, but I like it. I apologize because some of these products you may actually have seen in a recent vlog of mine, or they're also going to be an upcoming favorites video because some of them are a little bit newer to me that I've been loving, and that is including this. It is the Kiehl's Cannabis Sativa Seed Oil Herbal Concentrate. This is specifically for blemish-prone skin, so it has a herbal blend of hemp-derived cannabis, sativa seed oil, and oregano oil to calm and rebalance skin. Love this. If you are oily skin and you have blemish prone skin and you've been looking to dabble in the oil game, I do have a favorite oils video which I will link to down below, but this I've really been enjoying. If you're scared and you have like a nighttime moisturizer, you can always, for the most part, this is what I do anyways, just out of pure laziness. Instead of layering, I just kind of mix it into my moisturizer, but just add a drop or two of this in, and I really felt like this is helping to keep my skin clear. It was like that time of the month, and normally I'll get like a breakout or two. I didn't get it. It doesn't feel heavy. It definitely has a strong scent because it has that oregano oil in there, along with the cannabis sativa seed oil. I don't know what that smells like, but it really reminds me of the Sunday Riley UFO oil. If you do enjoy that and you didn't enjoy that price tag, or you wanted to try something new, I really do like this. Some nights I'll just put it directly on my skin. Other nights I'll mix it into a moisturizer. Other nights I'll layer it on top of my moisturizer. It just kind of depends what I'm feeling, but really like this. And just checking in with the Benefit liner, I wouldn't say it's 100% matte, but it's not shiny enough that's gonna bother me, if that makes sense. This is a product that I've been using basically non-stop since I got it a few months back, and I've been mixing in the Kiehl's into this. It is the Fresh Lotus Preserve Fresh Lotus Youth Preserve Dream Face Cream Super Lotus Night Recovery. Wow. It says it is developed using cutting-edge extraction technology that harnesses natural power of the whole living lotus plant. Works overnight to reduce signs of daily stress and fatigue for a youthful, rested, radiant look. So what I like about this is, first of all, it smells like peaches, which that was just, I wasn't expecting that. And I love things that are scented like peaches, and that was just so delightful to me. It's so good, but it's not too scented. Anyways, what I like about this is I use either an active toner or an active serum or something of the sort. And when I say active, I mean either like vitamin C, AHA, BHA, something with like an active ingredient. So then the rest of my products, I avoid having active ingredients in there to ensure that nothing interferes, I don't mess up my skin. So this is just a really beautiful night cream that I think just about any skin type, any kind of skin concern could enjoy. It's just a really nice face cream. It doesn't have any gigantic claims, but at the same time, I feel like it makes my skin look better. It feels so good. I used it on its own again. Sometimes I'll mix an oil in there, depends on the evening. But yeah, really beautiful texture. And as I've mentioned now a million times over, Fresh just continues to impress me. But this is definitely one of my favorite products of theirs, and I highly recommend it. And then I believe this is lastly, I think I got it all. There's nothing worse than filming a video and then seeing you forgot a product. I actually did that earlier today, and I had already taken off my makeup. Anyways, Skinfix is now at Sephora. So exciting. They are a Canadian brand, and not only are they Canadian, but they're from the East Coast, baby. That's where I'm from. I'm from Newfoundland, which is the most eastern point in all of North America. Well, a part of it is. And then when you're moving over in Atlantic Canada, you get to Nova Scotia, which is actually where this brand is from. So what I've been loving is the Resurface Glycolic Renewing Scrub. I also love the cream. This has glycolic acid and lactic acid, which these are products that I use on my face to smooth my face. So why wouldn't we use these products on our body to smooth our body? So I think that's just pretty genius. It is a double duty pre-shower peel and polish for rough, bumpy, crepey skin. And this is a really good kind of like serious skincare brand, like serious results, serious testing, serious ingredients, but it's like approachable, which I enjoy. And it says it's good for keratosis pilaris, which is kind of that chicken skin on the back of your arms, and you put this on before you get in the shower. I truly feel like this makes a difference. I've used their KP cream before. They actually have repackaged, which I think was great. Moving into Sephora, this packaging is nice and minimalistic. It is cruelty free. It is also has no synthetic beads, fragrance, parabens, sulfates, formaldehydes, phthalates, silicones, lanolin, propylene glycol, PEGs, that's a new one to me, or gluten. And most importantly, it is effective. So really like this. There's a bunch of different products in the line. If you have eczema, if you have KP, if you have just any kind of skin concerns, they have a lot of really great products. I also love their like spray anti-chub rub, because my thighs rub together and create fires basically. I mentioned that in my old anti-chub rub video. Love that. But first of all, really proud to see them in Sephora, and I just really have been loving this product, so highly recommend it. So there you have it. That is everything that I recommend you pick up from the Sephora sale. If you're curious about what's on my list, I'm thinking the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer Oil-Free, the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue like Tinted Moisturizer. I also have the Farsali Glass Skin in there, which is like $70, ridiculous. But I want to try it so badly. And there was something else. Oh, my camera's dying. Hold on. I want to tell you. What else do I have? I'll do a haul if I do. Oh, and a bunch of Sephora collection stuff. They've launched some new skincare and some new makeup. Anyways, I'm gonna leave you before my camera dies. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you plan on picking up from the sale, and if you'd like to connect with me, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at SamanthaJaneYT, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!